last year, I wrote this paper for my class, guys, and it was amazing. Like, kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, guys, I'm about to read it to you. Okay. It was called. Basically, the premise was you had to write something that only took place in, like, it could have been like something that took place in a second to like one day, you know. So, um, okay. Mine's called Once After a Long Time. It could have been a Sunday or Saturday. My sister was throwing a late birthday party. Christmas music played loudly, and the house was hot with bustling bodies. We played a game throughout the night where you were trying to have the most beaded necklaces. If you said the word birthday, somebody could steal yours. She had invited my old friend. He used to be my best friend. I no longer wanted to hold on to the hard feelings I had harbored towards him from the past. It was time to move on and wish him the best. I had forgiven him, but I had yet to move on. My hand tapped my side as I impatiently waited for him to arrive. He came so late that my heart ached once he walked through that door. I talked faster and my voice was louder. I clenched my hands tightly as I stole glances from across the room. My expectations were high. In the blink of an eye, I was over by his side. I can still remember how fast my heart was beating. My face was slowly turning red. I asked him about his day and other questions so that the conversation wouldn't die. Soon after we stopped talking, he came over to where I was. We did not say a word to each other. I did not consider him my best friend anymore. My old friend was what I titled him. I hung around him the whole night. We always ended up in the same room. I wanted him to talk to me first, to show me that he missed it too. He sat at the table I was sitting at before, and I sat right back down. There were a few others at the table. I can't quite remember who. Recall? After a few minutes of indirectly talking, he apologized for not getting me a gift for my birthday. It's fine, I wasn't home for my birthday anyway, I said as everyone started to yell at me for saying the word birthday. They were all screaming at me for my necklaces, but my intention was directed only towards him. He looked me in the eyes and talked over everyone else. I can do it, Asher. My heart fluttered and my face turned red. My throat was closing in, and if I had left right then I might have cried. He pinky promised to give them back, and once our fingers linked, it was like electricity was thrown through my veins. Never mind. I had to use a lot of similes, guys, just so you know. I gave him my necklaces, and it was as if he made sure our fingers brushed. We talked for a while until he got up to be with some friends. I approached him and asked for my necklaces back. He happily agreed and placed them around my neck. My eyes burned and my cheeks were cherry red. I pushed the thoughts back of liking him, but for some reason, my feelings were stronger than before. Thank you, I said to him. Looking back, I can't tell for sure if my voice was shaking or if I sounded just fine, but I walked away and brought my hands to my face. My cold hands made my face feel as hot as the sun. The memories flooded in just as the rain came down for Noah back in the day. It was as if he was ripping my heart open that I tried so desperately to sew up. I had no idea how he was feeling that night. I would have liked to jump to conclusions, but that would have eaten me alive. Looking back, I can still feel all the emotions I had felt that night. My face still turns red, but this time my head hurts. At the time, it almost felt as the same as before, but if that was the case, it wouldn't have happened only once. I do not know if I reacted that way because it was the first after a long time, but I do know that I was healing and so was he. I really like how I tied in the title. I came up with the title before I ended the thing. And I like how I tied the title into the ending. Once after a long time, I was like so proud of myself. And I feel like it captures my emotions perfectly. And yep. That was an easy paper to write, basically. And it turned out pretty well. I feel like everything becomes so easy with him. You know, it's easy to talk to people. It's easy to talk to him. It's easy to do art. Hi, Sheppy. It's easy to write, and it's easy to talk, and it's easy to find new music, and it's easy to live. It's easy to everything. It's okay though.